Want more fairy wings? It's the Ann Lynn Show. They love their coffee, they make you smile. Come on and join and sit a while. It's the Ann Lynn Show. Show them love, show you care. Like and subscribe, share if you dare. It's the Ann Lynn Show. Granny's having coffee talk. These two sisters really rock.
It's the Ann Lynn Show. Here's Ann Lynn.
Woo-hoo! And we are live, and here we come.
I was trying to.
Your hand disappeared. Good morning. Good morning.
You know, Ann,
Yes, Lynn.
our soundtrack is sounding like.
That's the way it's made.
Oh, it sounds like it's losing power.
That's the way it's made.
Hey,
I'm double fisting today.
Oh,
Diet
hang on.
Pepsi.
Hang on. I see everyone. I want to make sure I'm trying to see how. Oh,
Hold on. Let me turn the music down.
oh, thank you.
Oh, we didn't clink.
I know. I'm waiting for you.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wrong way, Ann.
I'm over here.
No,
1, 2, 3. Clean.
Ann. Sorry, hon. You're going the wrong way. You're wrong
Oh,
way.
not?
See?
Oh.
See?
You know, I've got my thing mirrored the other way, so when I go this way, it's going the correct way. So it's backwards.
I think I'm going to call you wrong. Look at mine just disappears.
I know, yours disappeared.
Hey, what do y'all think? Should we call her wrong way
No.
Ann?
No,
No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing, Ann. We would
Oh,
never.
but good morning, everybody. How we? Mwah! Granny kisses. I see Becky Benton.
Hi,
Conquest
Becky.
Josh. Let's roll. Who else?
Scott from Ramblin' with the Brahms.
Scott's
Good
here.
morning, nephew.
Mwah. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, nephew Scott. Hey, right now, everyone, get your beverage. I can't even talk. Get your beverage of
Drink.
choice.
Yeah.
Or beverage is drink.
Get
It's
your
like,
drink.
do you drink pop or do you drink soda? Or do you drink Coke? I mean, that Coke is everything. Orange pop, grape pop, Coke.
Yeah, in some areas of the country. And then when I lived in Massachusetts, it was soda.
Soda. Well, I drink pop.
Soda.
But anyway, and get your snack ready.
I've got mine.
Good.
I have something new I'm trying this week.
Oh.
Really good too.
Hey, you know what? Your sound, I'm sorry, it just seems like you go in and out and in and out. Does anyone else notice that?
Well, let me get my mic right down here in front of
It
me.
just seemed like you were going like, hello, hello.
Well, when I back up from the mic, yeah.
Go back up.
What was that? Hold on a second. Incoming.
I know. I know you're getting incoming.
Getting incoming.
Because we have someone not here right now, but may join us in a bit.
That was something different, but
good. Okay.
Anywho, let's see.
Yes.
I think, well, I guess it'll be okay right there. It's gonna buzz. Okay, so now I have my phone, or my phone's down.
Okay.
How does my sound?
It sounds better. Thank you.
Okay. See, I have settings that I can change. That last week I failure to do.
That's right. And one of our good mods, the mod fodder, he said, Hey, just saying.
I know.
So
next time two mics.
Yeah, next time I come to your
I think if I just change it to another setting, it'll be fine.
I think
but yeah, so I made a little different setup. So I've had a busy first half of my week. So
what are you doing?
I ordered new blackout curtains for my bedroom. And so then I took the curtains from there and put them in this little office room where I am right now.
Okay.
And they're closed. And right now, this side of the apartment, the sun's on the other side. Then we get the sun in the afternoon.
Right.
And so I think everything looks good.
Good. Well,
good as I can get.
I've been real busy, as you can tell, renovating this week.
No.
Look at where I'm sitting. It's my new dining room.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Actually.
All right, we're going to start that jar again for actually.
Did I?
It's okay.
Or did you say it?
You said it twice, right in a row.
Actually, I did.
Yes.
Is everything copacetic with you, Ann, this morning?
Yes.
Everybody, P.S. Ann does not care for that word.
No, I've heard it for
50 years. 70 years. You've heard it for 70 years, everybody. She is turning 70 this year.
I am not. We have a birthday month coming up in October, but I will not be 70.
Listen, everybody.
Hey.
Isn't 70. Don't send her 75.
Not yet.
She's turning 75, and I think she looks marvelous for 75.
Well, I guess for 75, I would look okay.
You look marvelous, darling.
But no, I've had a busy week. So just trying to reorganize. I took everything out of this. Well, not everything, the hanging, but I reorganized my closet back. That's my closet. That's got all of my stuff in it. It's got my aquaponics thing in there. I've got my go bag in there. I've got tools, my toolkit, my little generator, and all that kind of stuff. So, Lynn, if you're here and we need anything, you need that closet.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the desk behind me. Just trying to reorganize things in here.
Share with them where you whose desk that was.
Oh, that was our dad's.
Yeah, and you can see it's
kind of beat up.
Well, no, it was well. It
was well loved. It's got a shelf that comes out down here.
Right. He studied he was a pastor for actually over 25 years, actually, altogether.
Well, in one location, but
25 in one, and a few more.
Prior to that, a few years. Yeah.
And anyway, so that was a well-loved desk.
Yes. Yeah. Very well loved. Very well loved.
Absolutely.
So there's Nightbot. I was wondering if Nightbot was coming up.
Okay.
So if you type Ann Lynn, ANNLYNN, it's supposed to drop your link.
Well, and Thank you, Scott. He is also making sure that their links are being put in there. So thank you.
Good job, Scott.
Mrs. Doubtfire should be here sometime
Yeah.
during our chat. She is away right now, but she said, "Hey, Mom,
She'll be
I'll
in and
be here."
out.
Mhm, I'll be in and out.
She'll be in and out. So
That's right. Hey,
anyhow.
we have those days, don't we?
Uh-huh.
Speaking of days, I had a great day yesterday.
What did you do?
You have 3 lovely, beautiful daughters, and one of them lives by me. I get one of them. You get 2 of them.
You get one.
You have to share. So, I volunteered in the morning, and I want to say I listened to Round the Hay Bale with Alicia was there, Country Mama Musings, Casey from Ormsby Farms, and they had Ann Dale there yesterday morning.
Yes.
Yeah, so they talk about people who lurk. I said, "Hey, I am here. I will not be." Huh? What?
I'm putting a tick down here for actually.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, don't be. I think it's kind of funny. I do it too.
Anyway, see,
We'll have to find another word.
I started to say that, and I caught myself. Also, and
Yes.
Dale was there. I put in the chat, I am here. I am listening, but I am repairing books. So I did not have an opportunity to, interact with them. But
yeah. But hey, it's great that you were there. Yeah. But it's great that you were there.
I know. I was in Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa the other night. And actually, I quit. That is how. That only went half.
Isn't that something?
And I was there, and I did say hello. It was not. Let me think for a moment. I'm getting everything mixed up. I was in Mennonite. Thank you. I also went over to Leanne's, and they were there with Leanne.
Nice. I know there's a lot.
I was there, and I said hello to everyone, but I didn't get picked up. Sometimes chat goes so fast.
Oh yeah.
So I was there, and I stayed behind the scenes until the very end. So there are times that you don't actually have time to chat and interact. So I guess I lurk.
You're a lurker?
Only at times.
I lurk.
Only at times.
Huh?
Only at times.
Yeah, me too. I'll have stuff up while I'm working around the house listening. So a lot of times that's what I'm doing.
There. I want to.
Me too. But if I don't get what I need to do done, then I get behind.
And I find,
you know what I mean?
Yes, I find when I'm there at the library for 3 hours twice a week, it's a good time I put on because my hearing aids are connected to my phone. No. So yeah, so I can listen to Psalms, catch up on my Psalms, or Bible, or someone bringing a message, or I can just go right over to YouTube and get in one of our beautiful people's, one of
channels.
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Yeah, we have so many. Hey, I think we have got our ladies forum group all representing we don't have any 20-year-old, but this is ladies through the decades. We have somebody representing 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70.
And possibly
and
90.
If mom makes it,
right.
She's the 90.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I think it's going to be a great discussion. It will be in September, and on a Wednesday morning like this. I have to get with the group, and I need to see. That's one of my things I have to do today. Is I have to email everybody with
they possibly need to be pre-recorded. Is that possible, Ann? Because some of our people, our 30-year-old, she has 3 beautiful children that keep her active.
Yeah.
And so
it's possible. Anything is possible.
What do you call that? A premiere event. So we're in the live chat.
Yeah, that would be good. We could be right there in chat.
No,
It'd be
right.
live. So that's a possibility, but that's coming
Yes.
up in September.
Oh,
And if you would like to be a guest on our show, let me go over here. And here is our email address. You send me an email
right.
and we will make those arrangements because we would like to have some more guests.
Yeah.
We like to interview people and just have them with us and
Just tell
just
your story.
talk. Yeah, just tell
What's going
stories.
on, you know?
Yeah,
I
what's going on?
I want to say hello to Glenda of Grace and Fire.
Hello,
I
sweetie.
give you not only a granny kiss, but aunt kiss. Mwah.
I'll give mommy kisses. Mwah.
That's the best kind.
Yes, mommy kisses. Your
So
chat must be going faster than my chat.
my chat, I can read it, and it's going. I think it's going
Oh, there
well.
she is.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
chat is going well.
Okay, good deal. I
So
wonder-
yesterday, well, let me back up. Can I back up?
sure.
A few days ago, I said to cameraman, I said,
Yes.
"Do you want to go over to blah 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 town?" Right?
Yes.
And he said, "Nah, I don't want to go." So I called
Okay.
your middle daughter.
Okay.
I said, "Daughter," no, I said, "Would you like to go over to da 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 da?" Oh, I would love to today, but I can't. Not today,
Right.
but I
Right.
could tomorrow, which was yesterday. I said, "All right, let's meet. Give her a time." Cool. I hang up.
Cool.
Cameraman says, "This is the first, the day before." So, and
Yeah.
anyway, he said, "Oh, if I would have known she so and so was going with us, oh, I would have gone. I just love her. She is so much fun."
Miss K.
Miss K is she's just a blessing to be around. And he was like, it's okay if I go with you, but I don't want to. But put Miss K in there, and I want to go. I want to go.
So did you have fun yesterday?
Yes, we did. We
What-
went to
Joe Antiquing?
yes, we did. Did she find some? Yes, she did.
She did. I haven't
I
talked
have
to
to
her
say,
yet.
your daughter loves to collect uranium glassware. Do you know it glows?
Is it what color is it?
Green. It's green.
The
But
green.
green, yeah, there's
Like the depression glass?
yeah.
Okay.
But all depression it's not all just because you see something green doesn't mean
Yeah.
that it's made from has uranium in it. That's a very special category of glass.
You know, I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yes. So when we were in this antique store and I went around the other aisle, just kind of like made that curve. And there in this china cabinet, you put a special light on it. And then, oops. Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, well, something happened to my my hearing aid went clear and now it's back to dull. Anyway, there it was, this cabinet full of uranium glass, and it looked like it was glowing.
It was glowing. Oh,
It
wow.
glows. And here's the thing, people, I could be wrong. I think it's Victorian age, and anyway, people ate their food in this uranium laced glass, and that's
Well,
not a thing, as you know.
They used to call them blue bloods. They ate, what was it that turned their blood blue?
Oh well,
What was that?
Yeah.
Silver?
No, I you know what? I watched a documentary a couple of times on that family, and they are located a state or two from me, and you. And anyway, let's get back to uranium though. So I just was so excited because I knew when she turned that corner and she saw that glowing, and she purchased a piece of the. She said, Lynn, people still eat off of this. I said, well, I tell you what, Miss K, when you're about 90, go ahead and eat off of it, because at that point it ain't gonna hurt you. You know, just
Yeah.
say it.
Well, do you think it would really hurt you still?
Yes.
Really?
I wouldn't make it a steady diet.
Right.
Miss Glinda, do you know anything about that?
That's something that we need to look into. But I wasn't it the Royals? There were Royals. Now this is back to the Blue Bloods, and they ate
No, Royals have a different reason why they are like they are.
blue blood. No, but there was people that ate
Hold
silver,
on,
but it was not like the silver that we have
hold on.
in
Actually, I
modern
think so. It might
products.
have been the Cure. It might have been
Yeah.
the Cure.
Yes.
Oh, I can't even type this morning. Sorry for looking away from you,
Glenda
everybody.
has no idea. I
Oh.
have to read this. I thought this is so funny. Rambling Scott wrote, "Don't be a bum. Bump that thumb. Woohoo! Give us a thumbs up." I think that is so funny. I love that, Scott. Woohoo!
That's good.
That's cool.
Actually, let's see here.
There's one for the
let's-
tally.
It was. Let me see.
Come on.
Okay. Anyways, they are called the Blue People of Troublesome Creek.
Oh well,
So
that's yeah. I mean, there are those. There's everywhere, but I'm talking specifically,
Right.
about,
And it was they suffered from a recessive genetic disorder.
okay.
and,
That's
that's
different.
Well, the Royals marry very close.
Oh yeah.
That seems to be their problem.
Well,
Sorry.
that is a problem. Hey, we want to give a shout out to our Ann Lynn members who may be experiencing this hurricane, Idalia. So we hope that you all are safe, and we're praying that this storm will be over soon for you, and that hopefully you haven't had any flooding issues. I know Casey put out a short yesterday that was kind of funny, prepping for the hurricane. And what do? And his mom was out mowing, mowing the grass. Got to get the grass mowed before it hits, before the storm hits.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
we want to just send out, our love to our Ann Lynn family. If you're experiencing the hurricane, and if you are and you're here today, let us know in the chat. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Some of cameraman's family is around that area, so he is keeping he's keeping a really eye on that area. Also, I want to just I want us not to forget those affected by the fires in Hawaii
Maui.
and Maui.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't want to
It's
forget. Lest we
oh my
because the
goodness.
media, we live in such a fast-paced society now that the next this is what's on. That's all you hear about, or the next this.
No,
next that.
right.
And meantime, people are there just like they will be in Florida for weeks and months and perhaps years.
Mhm.
Cover something from this, right? So,
Right.
so make sure that you do lift them up in prayer. Those that are affected by these fires and rains and floods and winds and damages. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it has been, we have so many situations right now in our country. You just go from one subject to the next. And I thought today, and this is all good, but I wanted to watch the news this morning, and that's the only thing they talked about. They didn't cover any news that I heard. It was just all about, the weather and all that. But it is huge. And
Oh, Becky's father-in-law. And Becky said we crack her up. So, it's time. All I just wanted to do, like a little short detour. Hey, let's not forget. And right, and
absolutely.
Father-in-law lives in Florida. So yes. And
I think it's she's talking to Scott, because he said he has to earn his pay. Granny kisses.
Hey. I'm moving out of my make-believe dining
Oh,
room.
Glenda has friends in Florida too, and I know my husband Dave's niece is there on that side. That's gonna get hit.
That is
Well,
the
pretty
golf
much,
side. Golf side.
yeah, the golf side. I think they're on. I believe she's on the golf side, and I know one of my friends, her parents live, and I guess I have to follow up and see what's going on with her family because they're down there too. Um, but anyhow, yeah. So we just want to, you know, this is a little diversion from all that, right, Lynn?
Yes. And for you and I have been on here for over 4 years now.
Yep.
And yeah, I had to get a Kleenex. Sorry. And we've been on here for over 4 years, and there's always been something going on in the world forever, right? And you and I have used to say we are aware because we do follow news, but we can't make a steady diet of it. So we just want you to come over here, just chill out for a few minutes with us. Let's do some laughing. Let's do some enjoying. Maybe we learn something, maybe we don't, but we have a good time, right, Ann?
Right. Well, Josh says he talked to Bones. Bones is our truck driver that we love. We haven't seen in so long. He said he lost his power during the 20 August 24th superstorm that happened in southern Michigan. They had multiple tornadoes go through and so much damage, but Bones is okay. Thank goodness that he and his
Wonderful.
family are all right. Yeah, and that affected my friend too, my that was here a few weeks ago, and they lost power at her house, and she was showing these Snapchats to me because we
Yes.
snap each other, and it was of all these big trees and huge oak trees with the all the roots showing and everything just popped over and on the power lines, and so they didn't have power. So I'm not sure what's happening there, but they've been where they are for 40, 45 years, I think.
Yes.
And they have some great big, huge. They're out kind of in the country. They're in southern Michigan too. So
you know something that our friends here may not know. We were raised in Michigan. Kind of not very far at all from Bones area.
Oh gosh, no.
Not at all. In fact, Bones, we've talked to Bones. There is a state park, and when we were growing up, that's where we camped, and that state park is very, very, very close to Bones. And actually, Ann was born in Michigan. So just a little trivia. We were raised there, and graduated from high school there, did all of our schooling in Michigan, right? Right, Ann?
I did. and our brother Morris did.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
And I guess you did too.
I did too. Oh, and there is going to be not a big reunion for my class, and they've opened it up for a few other classes. It's going to be a get-together next month. September. I'm not, cameraman and I are not going, but I'm glad they're going. They're going to, I guess they're going to golf, and they're going to eat, and they're going to party, and I think it's great. I just have other things I need to do right now, because with my money, right?
Sure. So you got to make choices.
I have to make choices. Cameraman is planning on going to he's going to Puerto Rico. One of his aunts is going to have her 90th birthday in December, and the family is coming from all over the states. Plus, he has family there in Puerto Rico, and they're going to have a big birthday celebration. And so we're kind of saving for him to be able to go. His two sisters are going. And I tell you what, that is going to be a fun time in Puerto Rico. It is about 2 hours from San Juan. It is the southern west side of Puerto Rico. And you know that when they had Hurricane Maria go through, it devastated Puerto Rico, especially the area his family lives in. And they constantly lose power to this day. and
Yeah,
constant.
they're kind of in a remote area, aren't they?
It is actually at one time it was very much jungle. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to say back to your daughter and cameraman and I. So we had a great time. We did some some antiquing, and then she had to go home, and I went into our local Goodwill, and I want to say I do a little. I don't, but my son helps me out eBaying.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have a question for everybody out there. I walked in and I went, "Ah," right? Okay. Does anyone know?
Your feelers went off?
Yeah, I saw this. Does anyone know what this is? And do you know what that is?
Let me see. Yes, I think I do.
What do you think it is?
An egg cup?
No, ma'am. Anyone else before I tell?
Is it a communion cup?
No, ma'am.
You know what it is?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it just one by itself?
Yeah, I wish I'm going to go back probably today, and I really searched and searched. It is about 2 inches and a fourth, right? Not 2.5.
Well, it looks like a little communion cup
And then
or a miniature egg cup.
the top of it is only about an inch and a quarter
And
wide.
it's not a candlestick?
No, it looks like a little one, doesn't it? Anyone else?
Yeah.
The top to a pressure canner. Oh, here. She said, there we go. Whoops.
I wouldn't think it would be glass on a pressure canner.
It's glass. Well, no, but it's glass. And it has a G like George on the bottom. Anyway,
What is it?
This is a vintage antique eye washer.
Are you serious?
I'm not going to put it up to my eye, but yeah.
So they would fill it with water,
Whatever.
rinse their eye out.
Yeah. And these little things retail for about $18 on some of the, websites. So this little baby is going to a website today, hopefully.
Cool.
Yeah. I paid 99 cents.
Wow, because probably nobody knew what it was.
I know. I know.
Well, how much is it worth?
It depends. You can go $10. You can go, 15. If I had 2 of them, I could probably, I saw 2 for $35. But, if I was to go 20, I've made what, 200%. I don't even know what that percentage comes out to.
You did well. You did well.
Thank you. And I just had, when we went to Virginia and met each other.
Yes.
We stopped, cameraman and I stopped in West Virginia at a Goodwill. Oh my gosh. I got the cutest little vintage bank. It's a bank. It was glass ceramic. And it was a little deer and her little fawn. And I did pay $199, and it just sold for $20. And they pay shipping. we don't do anything.
Wow. That's awesome.
I'm just blessed. And I have 2 more little articles. I didn't bring them in, but I found 2 little bunny rabbits.
Yeah.
And they're vintage bunny rabbits, and so they'll be going up too. Yay.
Wow. You're doing well with that.
I'm thankful to the Lord because I believe that He's given me, an eye to pick out vintage, because hey, I'm vintage.
Yeah, it's easy to spot when you. Yep.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Gosh, isn't that interesting? I know.
Yeah.
Well,
that is cool.
I looked up today what August 30th national, what's
Sure.
recognized.
What did you find out?
One thing I didn't get any information on it, but I do want to know or tell you today is like it's like National Beach Day, beaches, and I thought it's kind of sad with our beaches
it is
being eroded. But today, here's a good one, everybody. It is Willing to Lend a Hand Wednesday, August 30th is willing.
How appropriate is that? That's Awesome.
I know.
Willing to lend a hand.
Yeah,
Let
and
me
it says here,
see.
you can offer to like pick up your neighbor's mail. We have a dear lady that is almost 90 and she likes to get the mail herself. But, there's times that we'll get mail for her. It says take someone to a doctor's appointment or take them to a grocery store.
How
Um,
about just surprise somebody with flowers? My
I know.
Glenda did that for me a few weeks ago, and it was
Oh,
just
and
like
you
it
need
was just what I needed. I needed her, and then the flowers were like,
I know. Yeah, you needed her. But the cherry on top of that sundae was the flowers, but she was the whole
she
enchilada.
just made my because I was having a stressful day, and she popped in, and I was like, you know, sometimes you just need to do that when you get the urge to pop in somewhere and
Yeah,
see somebody, visit somebody.
do it.
Do it. Yeah, because you don't know. I just told her, I said, that just made my day. It made me feel so much better. Just
Well,
sometimes you just need a hug, right?
you and I you came with me to a doctor appointment recently. Did you remember that one of the doctors said to me, "You just smile all the time." Did you catch that?
No, I guess I didn't.
Oh yeah, she said you smile. You smile, and I do smile. I want to make an effort to have a smile. I see people going around, with just like a normal face, and as you get older, it tends to go down. So then you look like
Scowl.
grumpy old, grumpy person, which you might not be, but I figure, hey, it didn't cost me anything to raise raise my smile up. And like you said, Ann, I smile, and some people smile back. Have you ever?
Yeah.
But others don't have a reaction at all, no reaction, and I just go, "Well, bless you," and I just keep going. I didn't take the smile off my face.
Well, yeah, and you just never know who you're going to come in contact with.
Oh,
Usually, when I go shopping, there's somebody that I will talk to for whatever reason. Usually,
right.
it's a lady, and and then I've had people come up to me. Do you know where this is at and where that's at? And I'll go, maybe I can find it for you because sometimes I just don't know. And then I've asked for help too, and it's funny. I have to ask for people. Of course, the stuff I want is on the top shelf,
Yeah.
right? Of course it is. And so I look for somebody. I'll stand there till somebody taller goes by, and then I'll say, "Hey, sir." Usually it's a sir. Can you reach that for me? And then they're like, "Oh yeah." So yeah, there's that occasion. I told Dave, it's funny because he's tall. He can reach everything.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
got real long arms too, so he can really reach.
Oh, I want.
And we laugh about that.
Oh, yeah, you guys make a great team. I want to say hello to Angel Webster. Granny,
Oh, Angel.
welcome in. Welcome in.
Wonderful.
So glad to have you here today. Oh my gosh. We just are two sisters, as you all know, and we don't look alike. We don't act alike. There used to be for those of you over the age of 60, you will remember there was a TV
Patty
show,
Duke.
and they
Patty
they
Duke
sang
show.
it because they were
Cousins.
so much alike.
Cousins.
Yeah, or they didn't act alike. They were. But you know
They
what?
were identical cousins. Dun, dun, dun. Yep.
But they did not act alike, didn't think alike, and actually, let's see. So
Here we go
I had
again.
someone at you were. Oh, I'm getting a. Oh my goodness! I hope cameraman gets this. This is
Who's calling?
a doctor. There we go. It's a doctor's office. So I hope that cameraman picked it up.
Somebody did. It quit ringing.
So, all right.
Two
So
ringy dingies.
Ann was at our church recently. And so a couple weeks later, dear gal at church came up to me and said, "Boy, your sister is short." Tell him why you're short. Because what's the difference between our heights?
8 inches.
Yeah, about 8 inches.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
I
She
did.
is short.
She did not mean it. No, she
Oh,
just
no, no, no.
in
She
respect
just
of my height.
correct.
In respect of my height.
Well, you would not. You don't expect. You would expect somebody that's looks more like you.
Correct. And
We don't look alike.
no,
So,
you were, you had very red hair.
I was a redhead.
I was very dark hair, and our brother was blonde hair and
Was
eye, blonde
yeah.
hair and blue eye, and about a little taller than I am. So yeah,
He looks more and more like our dad, though.
yes, he is getting to.
As he's gotten older, he looks. It's funny how. Excuse me. I think I just pop.
Yeah, pop.
But it's funny as you get older, you notice changes, and sometimes I think the way I look more like mom, and then sometimes I think I look more like dad. And so I see dad in you. I see dad in you, Lynn.
Thank you.
So
Josh said, he said, that phone call. Hello, good morning. This is the official Ann Lynn show. Thanks for calling.
don't you want to do that with some of these calls that you get, the aggravating calls?
You go, Joe's Bar and Grill. Can I help you?
I know. Then they go, hello, 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 your computer.
Actually, you blessed cameraman and I with a set of phones that you're not using, right? You weren't using.
Right.
Replace them. And right in the middle of this phone, it says call block.
Yes.
So if it comes in and says, guess what I can do now?
You block it. And I did that with mom one time, and I was like, "Oh no!" And I didn't know how to unblock.
Our mother.
So I had to. I know I didn't mean to, but for whatever reason, I was thinking I was hitting the call button to say, "Hi, mom, how you doing?" But I hit that block button, and then I had to go on YouTube and find a video. There are videos on that phone. I gave you the book, but
thank you.
Not everything is in the book, so I had to go online and then and read it, and I got through it okay. Got her back unblocked. But, yeah.
No
landline now. No landline now.
Scott from Rambling with the Brahms is saying Mrs. Doubtfire, that is Glinda from Grace and Fire, is a true she's a true blessing to everyone, and she is. And I was able to share yesterday at the library with the people I'm there with, how she freeze dries all kinds of candies, and then she freeze dries she does her vegetables and fruits. Please don't take this wrong. She does pineapple and anything. If it can be freeze dried,
she's trying it, doing it.
But she also does, like for Christmas time, she also does the marshmallows and for our cocoa, and she also freeze dries her delicious vanilla bourbon ice cream. And
I haven't tried that yet. So I would like
to Christmas.
I'd like to try it.
Yeah.
Hint clue. I'd like
actually, I've not had the fresh. I've not actually had the fresh bourbon vanilla ice cream. Fresh.
Yeah.
I've had it freeze dried, and it's delicious freeze dried.
Oh yeah. Either way, I would.
She makes the most delicious everything. So she's a blessing. And speaking of that, what time do you think it might be getting, Ann?
It's 10:42.
And what time?
Oh.
Ann.
It is 10:42.
Thank you.
Did you want to know the correct time?
No, what? Put it down. Put it down, Ann.
I didn't say it.
I didn't either. I've caught myself about 3 times now.
We're one more and it'll be 15.
Action.
Okay.
Let's roll. What time is it, Ann?
Ta-da!
Oops, there it is. Ta-da. What do you have today? Everybody, it is snack time. So get your snacks out.
Get your snack.
I'm going to have
Get your snack on.
strawberries and yogurt. Get your snacks out. Come on.
What is that? Looks like
This
watermelon.
is seedless watermelon.
Oh, nice. They
And
still have some.
I
Check
had
them.
to come out this morning.
Okay. Look what I found.
Cheddar.
Max. Cheddar. Max chicharrones. Pork rinds, in other words.
Where did you find those?
It was either Myers.
At a big store.
Yeah. I was either the local grocery or could have been Walmart or Myers. I'm not sure. I think.
All right, everybody. Come on, everybody.
But I know pork rinds. A lot of people go, "Ooh." I know. But the reason why I like them, but there are hardly any carbs in them. They have calories.
Correct.
So I have to watch that. I could eat this whole bag in one setting. Just sit.
We stopped, your daughter and cameraman, and I stopped at we stopped at a store, a fruit, vegetable, caramel, apple, popcorn store. Where it is, it's been there for like, I don't know, 60 years. And so I picked up
these away.
I picked up half of a watermelon. So
this time of year, well, as soon as summer gets done in the next few weeks, and we get closer to September and October, the caramel apples and all that stuff. Oh,
they were $3 yesterday at that
each.
Place. Yeah, the place our aunt went to for like 100 years. Anyway, hey, speaking of that, marshmallows. Josh had Greek yogurt and strawberries. Didn't that sound yummy? And
I had Greek yogurt and blueberries for breakfast.
Once in a while, I just buy a bag of marshmallows. I just need marshmallows.
Yeah, they are good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's not much that I don't like. And I have noticed now I'm going to have to go to the gym later. Usually I go 3 times a week now. I'm trying to go 3 times. I'm trying. And I had 2 free sessions with the trainer. So I had my first one. Mm-hmm. So she gave me exercises and then like 3 machines to focus on. And then I wrap it up by walking on the treadmill. So I'll be going probably after this. I'll be heading out to go to the gym. It's not you.
Well,
and
Friday, September 1st, Friday, I go to another physical therapy at the VA hospital. So I'll be there.
For your knee, right? Oh yeah, for your knee. Mm-hmm. Yep, you got an injured knee there.
Oh, okay. Now. Oh, you like to waste their time for scammers. Oh,
I do too. I usually
I know
it's fun. They call and we had those several of those calls about your computer and it's going to crash and I can see you need this and you need that and can you give me the address of your computer, blah blah blah. And I go, honey, hello, I and they'll keep talking, ma'am, your computer, blah blah blah. And I'm like, honey, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And then I'll go, oh, I'm in a nursing home. You, hi. And I'll go on like that. And they'll go, well, you don't sound like an old.
Oh, I think I went, I can't
Fun.
hear you. I can't hear you. And finally he cussed at me. He swore at me. Quit
I
playing
mean,
this game with me.
I know sometimes it's just fun to egg them on. And then other times I don't want to mess with it because I'm in the middle of something. So, like, leave.
Mhm.
But it is kind of fun because I'll go, honey, I don't have a computer. What's a computer? I go, what's a computer? But yeah. So sometimes it's fun, but you do have to be careful because some of them kind of seem legitimate. So you do have to be kind of careful. The emails are the really bad ones, and don't open any attachments unless you are absolutely sure. And even then, I know that people have gotten, thought it was legit and then it wasn't. So,
Okay. And Becky is going in September 25th to a specialist. So we need to lift her up in prayer. Yes, it is her
oh,
turn.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Your tailbone, that would make it hard to sit.
Conquest Mama, welcome.
Conquest Mom.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, it's so good to have you here. We love your son. You know that, and his family. I'm telling you.
And
Oh, you all are just
that Josh's wife.
Precious.
Josh's wife.
Oh, well, the reason I said that, we actually met his mom online. So I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
I think, correct? Am I correct
Well,
or
now
wrong?
I'm confused because we've actually, we did, we were praying for your grandfather. And
oh, you are his mother.
Yes. And said, yes.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, she
Cool.
brought her dad. Yes.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes, I do. Grandpa, I remember.
Yeah, and Josh was fishing.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he rolled over to, here the pickup truck. And that was quite a moment. That was a wonderful moment.
It was a wonderful moment.
Well,
welcome.
He lets her grandson talk to him.
Oh, that's good. If you have a good story, we sure want to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, I used to watch YouTubers, that do that. That's their whole show is talking to those people.
Yeah.
And then meantime, they're deleting their files. Oh my gosh. Before we go today, and
are we going?
Not yet. I said
okay.
Labor Day is Monday, September 4th. And I kind of,
I need to make an announcement too, Lynn.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Because next week we are going to be on vacation. Dave and I will not be here.
Hold on, just a minute. Hold on. My hearing aids. I never have trouble, but today I'm having trouble. Say that again.
Okay, next week I'll be on vacation. Dave and I will be heading to the East Coast, but we're not going. We're going to meet our new grandbaby.
You going where? Where?
We're going to meet our new granddaughter.
I know. Oh, and she has a lovely, lovely name. So
Olive.
Oh, okay.
Olive.
Olive is like a vintage name. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and I forgot her middle name. She's just a month old now, and it's funny because she called her dad the other night and said, the baby weighs 7 pounds now, and
That's
I'm
right.
like, she's only 7 pounds, and she's a month old, but she was like real tiny, and her mommy's real tiny and tall, but then real tall like her dad. But anyhow, so yeah, we're gonna go get to meet Olive. We're gonna go to North Carolina. So
Oh, that's
I haven't.
you know,
Yeah.
I just think that how many grandchildren will that make for you?
Oh my. She may be number 15.
15
I have to recalculate. I have
15.
to recalculate. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. So I've been looking for we sent her a gift, before she was born, but I'm kind of looking around to see what else I might find for little Olive. You know who has the coolest stuff?
Exciting. It's so exciting
You
to
know,
buy
the the coolest place to get stuff for babies is Cracker Barrel. The outfits and the
I know.
little shoes and all that stuff. I've got my great granddaughter some things there that are and they're so cute.
You know where else? It's the reason I'm messing with my hair, everybody, Ann and I kind of said, hey, we're gonna try to let our hair grow out. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm sorry.
Yes, you will. Here's what I'm doing. I'm
Okay.
doing this.
They,
And for now.
oh, and I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Bucky's. Bucky's. Are you stopping anywhere near a Bucky's?
I don't know because we're going.
There is one in there's one not too far from where 150 miles from where we live, but it may be on your way. And Bucky's has some of the neatest things for babies, And right now I watched a YouTube the other day that went into Bucky's because well, they're doing Halloween and they're getting ready for
I like fall festival.
yeah, they're getting ready. So you might just find something really cute for the baby at Bucky's too.
If there is one, I don't know. I'll have to research that.
I will talk to you because and Glinda said, what about I'm just reading the chat. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Grace and Fire. Why don't you just let Grace and Fire and the other half of Ann Lynn host next Wednesday?
Well, that's fine with me.
Great. And let me just look at my calendar, Glinda, because I have been bad about putting appointments.
Well, then if you do that,
no,
I can I can probably call in. I can probably set it up for you.
Good. Yeah. We'll just come live and go, whoo, it's Grace and Fire and the official Ann Lynn. We're here. We can do that.
Well, I think that would be fine.
And
then I can call in.
And I changed it. I actually changed it. So I'm good. I will be
okay.
here.
So we'll make that announcement right now.
We don't quit. We're back. We're back.
Okay. Next week will be Lynn and Glenda hosting. Taking my place. That'll be fine. And then if I'm not doing anything, if we're not out running around, I will call in.
All right. And we can now
you can pull Scott in.
Put a link in there for me, a link for Grace and Fire, and a link for Rambling with the Brahms.
Okay.
That will help me because I personally know nothing. You are the brains behind the official Ann Lynn.
I will do that.
Winner. And Conquest Mama said that Josh gave her her 8th grandchild, and her daughter gave me her 9th. Both this year. Josh had a baby this year, and so did Conquest Mama's daughter. 9. I have 2. No, I have 3. Oh Lord, forgive me. I have 3 because
you have a new one.
I have a third. He is our adopted grandson.
Yes,
and he is just precious. So I have 2 that were born, and we went to the births. I guess we could put it that way. We were there, and then the third one, we were there when we went to court.
When he joined the family.
When he was brought into our family.
Yes.
So it was a great day. Do you know, it was so good. There were so many people there that love our grandson. They love him so much. the court had so many people there. And the judge, she let him come up. He changed his name. He had a choice. His first name. And so when it became official, you know how the judge goes bam, right, with the gavel. She had him come up and bam the gavel, and then she had my other grandson and my granddaughter, and they all did the gavel.
And that is a moment too.
Is that awesome, guys?
It's awesome.
I know.
It's wonderful.
It's
wonderful.
Really, really good. So good way to grow your family, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I just want to say, we talked about Labor Day, which is Monday, and it's a time for families to gather. A lot of families do gather, and they have picnics, and
it's usually the end of summer.
It's
your last hurrah.
It signals the closing of one season, but actually fall doesn't start until, I think it's Saturday, September 22nd is the actual, or 23rd is fall. But pools close, public pools normally close, like state parks, they'll wrap it up. That'll be the end. And but you know what? This is so cool. Actually, it celebrates men and women who campaigned for workers' rights in the late 19th century. Isn't that something?
Yes.
It says that they needed a 40-hour work week. They needed less hours. They needed safety, and children. I'm sure that there were a lot of children that we know worked, and they still work around the world. But here we came up with, laws that protect children, protect workers. And let's see here. The first Labor Day parade was September 5th, 1882. What do you think?
Wow. Great little fact there.
I just, Labor Day is one of those holidays that we don't celebrate personally. I mean, it's not like we do, Memorial Day,
back when the kids were little and stuff, we had picnic. You had barbecues and that kind of stuff, and we did as kids. We don't.
And then it says the Department of Labor was created after Labor Day. The first, and it was the first department to be led by a woman. Her name was Frances Perkins.
Wow! Awesome. Go girl.
Department of Labor, first woman. Isn't that cool?
That is very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you for bringing that.
You're welcome.
Today.
Because women have had to, have had to march and do different things, and anyways, that was interesting. So
very. Thank you for that.
Gone, won't you?
Huh?
You will be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if Grace and Fire has plans, and Sir Grace. I don't know. Just saying. I would one of these days. I would like to come over and have s'mores, but I think it's going to be very, very hot.
It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while yet, because the next 2 weeks are going to be very hot. Yeah, it's going to get warm again. But it's been really nice in the mornings. I can open up the patio door and let some fresh air in, which is, because it's been like 57, 58, but it doesn't stay that very long, By now what is it now? Let's see.
I know.
Well,
Tuesday is Becky Benton's husband's birthday. No!
Oh, woo-hoo!
Today is there's a gentleman in our church. He actually is an evangelist, and he actually street preaches also. He's one of those men that go out and uses a microphone and once a month and preaches to the community. And then anyway, it's his birthday today. So we are going to call him and wish him happy birthday after a while.
That's so nice.
Birthdays are special.
They are. They're very special. So we have ours are coming up in a few months. Woo!
October has
Over.
it has my daughter-in-law and you have the same birthday.
Mm-hmm.
In November, my husband and our brother, they have the same birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so we have so many kids and grandkids and now great granddaughter. It's a lot of people to keep track of. It's a lot of birthdays.
Well, when you have 8 and then now 9 grandchildren and then you have 15 grandchildren, hey, just saying, that's that's a lot to try to. I can't remember.
I said, well, we're a growing family, that's for sure.
Okay, guys, listen. Okay.
Okay.
Can you read what Scott posted, please?
I just turned over to check the storm and it's now a category 4 and Tampa is taking it on the nose. Pray for all around Sarah streets and flooded, not looking good. Pray for all around Sarah streets. Sarah streets? Okay.
Well,
wow.
Thank you, Father, right now that you are with those families and community there in Tampa and the whole surrounding Florida that's being affected by this hurricane, Lord. You're there. You're helping. You're delivering. And we just thank you, Father. Thank you for sending good Samaritans, Lord, to help there. Angels of mercy to help. Thank you, Father. Father, I thank you for Becky. Thank you that this physician will be able to give her an answer and some relief, because we know all healing comes from you. We know that you use doctors. We know you are the great physician. We just thank you, Father. Thank you for meeting every one of these needs that our community, our friends and family have.
Yes.
Thank you, Father, for the joyful times. Thank you for the birthdays. Thank you for the anniversaries. Thank you, Father, for picnics, and everything good comes from you. And we know that only good and perfect gifts come down from you. We know we have an enemy, but we know he is a defeated foe. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
And just continue to pray for Hawaii.
Yep.
They've not only been hurt, but they've been insulted.
Insulted?
$700 a family relief.
The
same day that we sent billions, yes. And, don't get me wrong, $700, okay? That's not going to help you.
No.
It might have bought, if you could have bought anything, sure, it might have got you some water and a tarp.
But where are they going to buy?
Right.
So,
you're welcome.
Yeah, there's there's a lot of channels out there right now talking about the fires there, and there's a lot of theories. I'll just theories, okay?
But fires in Canada, fires all across the U.S., around the world. I mean, this is, and it's happening more and more, and we knew it would. It's not fun, but we knew it would.
And the earthquakes. There's a lot of earthquakes.
Yep.
So, all you have to do is watch the weather, just, to know that we're in trouble here, people. We're in trouble. But the Lord will take care of you no matter what.
Yes.
You ask him to, he will be, you just have to ask. And because we're his children, and he will take good care of you.
Absolutely.
We've never done without eating, have we, Lynn?
Never. There is, obviously.
Yeah, here's your sign.
You have to diet. I think you've been well blessed.
Yeah.
Hey, if we lived back a few 100 years ago, not even that long, women,
we might have been thin then.
Their goats, they were like, hey, women that were plump were desirable. it meant they had money because they could eat.
Yeah, because they were eating. They could eat, so they had money. If you were heavy set, you were rich. You had food to eat.
I have to
We're
say,
just blessed with being so rich,
we are
Lynn.
wealthy. About 40 years ago, Ann and I were pretty young, 20s and 30s, and we had a dear friend. Her name was Gladys, and she became our landlord at times. It's really funny. Okay, we'd all rent from Gladys, everybody in our family, I think. And anyways, her brother one time he looked at Ann and I, and he goes, "Oh, you girls are healthy."
I know.
That
He called us healthy. Dude,
called us healthy.
a couple of healthy looking girls there. Oh my goodness. That's when we kind of went.
And we weren't in nothing, right? We look like you now.
No, I think we were healthier looking. We were healthy looking. I was healthy looking.
I know. We called ourselves Bertha and
Betty
and
rear
Bertha.
end. Yeah, we're the rear end sisters.
We've
Well,
always been healthy, and that's a good thing.
always been healthy. And yeah, Glenda said she's fluffy.
There's a comedian. I know his name. But he's always saying he's fluffy.
Oh, yeah.
He's so funny too. He's clean and he's funny and he's fluffy.
He's just a little on the fluffy side.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You know what? You got to laugh a little bit in life.
Yeah.
I will say this. When I did work at the library, I worked with a dear friend, Sarah. I worked with Sarah, and she and our mother could laugh, even in the most adverse situations, shall we say? They could laugh. I mean, they had joy, right? And if something happened and I did not find it funny, I never smiled about it, let alone kind of like chuckle over it. Not me. And so one day I just said to Sarah, I said, "What? You always are like, you're always laughing and happy, and you have some really, I'm telling you, that really helped me what she shared with me." And then I went to our mom, right? Because our mom never was a downer, was she? Never. So I tell you what, it's good to go to, like, we're going to have our ladies roundtable in September, and they're going to share that maybe things in their body changed, but they still kept a smile on their face, even when it wasn't funny. Funny. Yes, Becky. Gabriel, I'm sorry, I have to watch him every once in a while on YouTube. He's just funny. I don't watch very many comedians because
I've seen Gabriel. He's funny.
Ears, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Scott's really cracking me up. Again, folks, don't be a bum. Touch that thumb. So funny. I appreciate that. That is really funny. That is so funny. Well, okay, so I've got my tally here. Okay.
All right. What's your tally?
The word actually spoken by Lynn from the time we started till now.
Now, don't count the one I was being facetious at. When I said,
yeah, because you said it like 3 or 4 times in a row. Oh.
No, that was just being facetious. That actually wasn't being the way I was.
Thank you. 25 times so far. 25 times in an hour.
With a sister like Ann, who needs enemies.
I know. Sometimes I have apologized for being mean. Because I know sometimes I'm mean. But
you're not mean. You're realistic. And sometimes realistic
comes across me.
Can kind of come off harsh. Sometimes you might be harsh,
You know what Dave told me the first few times that he ever saw me, because we used to work at the same company,
Yes, you did.
and he was over a section of the plant, and that had to do with our department, which was materials and planning and shipping. And so I had customers and I needed parts made, for whatever. So we had our morning meeting every weekday, and we would tell what here's the customer orders. I need this, that, and the other. And then it was up to the scheduler to make sure it was, what I'm saying. So anyhow, long story short, so we've been in these meetings for a while, and he told me after we started dating, he thought that I was a real
Bad girl.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, it's because first of all, you did a man's job.
With the B word.
Yeah, but you were the first woman in the company's
Wasn't
history to have that position. It always had been a male position, and you were the first female. And so for you, you kind of had a, you had to step up to the plate, and you did. You always stepped up to the plate for that company. So I give you kudos, girl. Hey, would you read the chat, because we just had Carrie Leonard join us. Hi, Carrie.
Hello, Carrie.
Give you some granny kisses.
Mwah. Mwah.
We are grannies. What? Go ahead and read Conquest Mamas. Start right there, please. I do like Becky said. Becky said, I was born healthy then.
I saw that. Let's see. My grandmother used to say, Jen, my mind is young and the package on the outside changes, but the mind stays the same. And that is so true. That is so true.
My package is changing.
Yeah, I like that. We can say that. My package changed. But yeah, anyhow, I thought it was kind of funny because he thought I was not he thought I was really kind of harsh and wasn't very pleasant. But it was because, yeah, when you have somebody, you know how everything it goes downhill and you're in the middle of the hill and here it comes at you. So it was just it was just business. But after a while, he saw that I was
that you were sweet. And you have a heart of gold. You just truly have.
Oh, I know you do.
Well, I know you do too. You're my sister. I know you do.
Mine, but I can come across kind of mean.
Hey, if I'm not smiling, if I don't have a smile on my face, people's like, "What's wrong?"
Well, same thing with me.
Nothing. Yeah. Nothing's wrong with me.
Nothing's wrong.
Leave me alone. I have to say.
Go ahead.
I have to say, I went into the home where our mother
Toronto.
Pardon me?
She's from Toronto.
Oh my goodness. I've been to
Canada.
And we also have Scott is from Canada. He is with us right now.
We gotta learn the rest of that. We just know Canada.
Right. You know who I today, John 3:16. Where are you from? Ireland, and our Helen from Ireland. We are just missing, and Barefoot Lashes States, but you know, I know our community does go around the world.
Around the world. Mm-hmm. Well, anyhow, this has been a good show.
Enjoyed it so much.
But if you would like to come on and be a guest with us, our email is down there. Send an email. It's easy. Just say, sure, I'll be a guest.
Visit.
Huh? I'll visit with you. I'll bring my coffee and join you.
Let's just say it again for those that just came in or those who are watching the replay. Ann will be on vacation next week, which is Labor Day week. Let's just say it that way. Then you know what
Labor Day week. And perhaps I will call in.
Right. But Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time in the U.S. with the official Ann Lynn program will be live, and I will be there. And Glinda from Grace and Fire will be a co-host, and I'll have a another co-host, Scott from Rambling with the Brahms, all the way up in Canada, will be with us. So
So
it's
that will be August or September the 6th.
September 6th.
Wow.
I've redone my schedule. I had accidentally scheduled an appointment,
Doc-
and I called yesterday and I rescheduled that. So I'm all
Oh,
good. I will be here.
all right. Cool.
Mhm.
Absolutely wonderful.
Now,
Uh,
I'm hoping that I can eventually remodel my office. I'm looking, Anne, for drapes that I can put completely across behind me, and I haven't
The
found them
one
yet.
I tell you what, the ones that I got at through Amazon and were the nicer ones, and I could tell you which ones they are.
Well, we can call, talk to each other,
Talk
and
to you later.
yeah,
Talk to you offline. But I really like them, and they are the blackout ones, and man, they work. And
I
you,
need them for the office because if I don't purchase those type, you're going to see the window. Correct. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see the window
yeah,
shining through.
I think you would like this brand, and they were reasonable.
That's what I need. Reasonable.
I went looking for curtains like last week,
Right.
like new ones, because the first group that I bought for the bedroom I thought were blackout, but they're not,
Right.
and they help. But to me, they looked even like light blue, and which is they're pretty, but for some reason I don't know why they are gray or a light gray, but they must have a blue, I don't know, tint to them some reason. But
Oh,
so that I ordered some that went back online and found where I had ordered in our house up in New York, and then I just got them in a different color and stuff. And oh man, I'm so happy with them.
good.
And
Good deal.
the,
Well, when our son does move, because he's been with us, and he has a cat, which we just adore our grand cat. But she, being a cat, sometimes they do things to your drapes, right? So when he does move, I'm going to have to redo the bedroom that he's been in, and my hallway too. My hallway um, drapes, curtains.
mhm.
So,
Yeah,
no, you know what I said, in the scheme of life, that is absolutely no big deal.
right. No,
No
we don't
big.
want
I've told
to.
cameraman, we don't sweat that, right?
No, no,
Lots of things people can sweat, but replacing some drapes.
no big deal. I had since we've been here, somebody dinged my car. So I have another ding on the same side as the first ding that I bought when I bought like
Oh,
that first.
no.
Yeah, I somebody dinged my car. I'd
When?
had it well, it was like when I first got it.
You're
And
right. We came to our mom
I don't think
had,
it wasn't even 2 weeks
surgery.
old.
No, she had
Yeah.
surgery, and you just
Oh,
got in your vehicle.
I just got it. And so somebody dinged it there in the nursing home parking lot. And then
Really bad ding too.
yeah. And so I bought some of that paint, that matching paint.
Right.
Well, all it did was it covered it so that the raw metal
Yeah,
wouldn't go.
this person did it down to the metal. Right.
Yeah, and this one is kind of that way too. It's like the corner of their door must have did it, like a corner, and how it makes a scrape and a little dent. So now I've got two on the same side, and so Days keeps telling me, "Take it, get it fixed. Take it, and get it fixed." Well, I've been waiting,
Yeah.
and I'm glad I waited now because now that I got a second ding,
Well,
it
because
doesn't bother me. But it's like it's. I mean, it could bother you, but it doesn't. I don't know, for some reason, it doesn't really bother me.
well,
And it's never. And I've had that car 5 years now.
mm,
It's never really bothered. I mean, I knew that one was there, but it's just. I guess we just don't sweat those things, right?
no, that is
Didn't.
something that can be fixed eventually if you
Oh
just.
yeah, I'll get it fixed eventually. But it's like okay, no big deal.
But where you live, with where you live,
Yeah, and it's possible it could get dinged again.
I
So
started to say you have public parking. So
yeah, just
unless
just
you
how
want
it
to,
is.
yeah, unless you
Just how it is.
the end
Huh?
park. If you could park on the very, very end and then park a little bit on the grass, hopefully that would give you a little more feet, right?
Woo! Pop my canna.
Sorry, Ann. That's funny.
You know what's really weird? I'm gonna do a video. I think I told Dave I wanted him to do it for me.
Yes.
But we're in a state now where you throw these away. I mean, you can
Yeah.
recycle, but it's not mandatory. It's a
Oh.
funny feeling, and also, it's just this is not a recycle state. It's not
No.
made mandatory, so
Correct.
I'm having withdrawals.
I
from not
had
recycling.
I had an idea. It's a bing. Okay.
Yes,
You're going on vacation next week.
correct.
You will go through states that recycle.
Oh, I could take it with me.
Take all
Oh.
your cans with you, and get your few pennies there while you're in those states. You know what Jesse would say from Lazy Days Ahead?
What?
He'd say, "Just saying."
Just
That's a
saying.
good idea. Thank you very much, Lynn. That was a good idea.
Well, so we have compactors here. So I take everything sometimes every day. I take my garbage out, which is now I enjoy that because I don't have cans that I have to pull to the road anymore. It's just different. But yeah, so I think I've got a video that I'm gonna do, and that's one of the things that I find different in this
Okay.
different coming back home.
Um,
Because when you go ahead.
Becky wants to know if we have a dog, if we all have a dog for dog day.
Well, we've had 2 dogs, and they're both over the rainbow. Is that what people say? When your
I
doggie's not with you any longer. But
Right.
yeah, we did have. If you go back, a couple years, you can see. Well, maybe 3 years, you can see
Yes,
our golden doodle. Yeah,
if
Kodiak.
do you feel up to you could post anything yet?
About what?
Could you put for Doggy Day? Could you put a video that has him?
Sure. When's Doggy Day?
I don't know. We need to look it up. I'm not quite sure. It could be today because
Oh.
There were several. Yeah, just pop in. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I tell you what.
I'm not
let me
saying.
go-
I'm not quite sure if it was today because beach. It was beach day. It was. Remember, guys, today is called Willing to Lend a Hand Wednesday. Willing to lend a hand. If we each one lend a hand to someone, right? Wow, we could affect a lot of, boom, 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 boom.
Well, I
people.
think you do, don't you?
Okay, look up Doggy Day. It could be today.
Oh, well, I was going to look up something else here.
Okay. Now, I've been after cameraman lately. It's like cameraman. I don't know if some of you know, but we had a cat named Alexander, and Alexander lived to be 19 years old. 19. And he just passed away. It's not 2 years yet. Anyways, this new cat that's staying with us, our son's cat, her name is Snow. And a couple weeks ago, I guess I was going, Alex, 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 Alex. And someone had to remind me she is not Alex. So I still miss that. But the hurt, that. No, I do cry once in a while. I do. I miss that little guy. So I'll say to cameraman, we've never had a dog. Cameraman and I have been married 46 years, and we've never had a dog. We've always had cats. And so he doesn't want an animal, period, guys. He doesn't want a bird. He doesn't want another cat. He doesn't want a dog. He doesn't want fish. Okay. He's like, no. So, but I still tease him when I see dogs. I go, oh, I think that dog would just love you. So I would love to have a dog. I really would.
Well, I got through that stage. I think right now because I can go see.
Conquest mom has a dog or a cat, excuse me, a cat at 18 years old. Oh, Well,
Oh,
actually,
wow. That's
Alex had
awesome.
Alex 9. We actually had Alex 19 years, but he was pretty grown up when he came to our parents' house. So
Mhm.
actually, we're just guessing. The vet really said he didn't quite know how old Alex was. So Alex could have been 20. Um, anyway, that
Wow.
our princess. Uh, well, the street I live on is Alexander, so that's just why we named him Alexander. And I like that name. I like Alexander.
I'm
Okay, are
going
you
back through some. I'm looking, but I can't. There was like a 4th of July one, and
oh,
that's
you're
where he
looking for
was at.
videos. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm
Let me
looking
see
for
national let me
the
look up doggy
video.
days.
Yeah, you look up
Okay.
Doggy Days, and I'm
I'm gonna
looking
look up.
for this. Not even sure.
Okay. Doggy day. I'm looking up. Oh, it came up doggy daycare. I don't want that. Ah, come on, fingers. Oh, we did miss it. It was August 26th. But go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, so we've missed it.
Well, that's
Well,
okay. That was
well,
Saturday.
doggone. Well, doggone.
Doggone. Well, aren't we in the lazy, what are we in the lazy days of summer? Dog days of summer. When are dog days of summer? Somebody look it up out there in chat. The dog days of summer. Yes.
I can't find it, but anyhow.
Scott, you're so right. And that's why we are both retired. And so we're pretty much on a fixed income. And cameraman is like, no, because we just don't have that extra finances, if our animal, when Alex started getting very ill couple years before he passed away. I mean, you're right, Scott. We spent hundreds of dollars, and now we're not in that position to do that. So that, I mean, even though we'd love to have a cat of our own or a doggy,
I think a cat's cheap. I mean, compared, well, it
when he
depends.
started having issues, it was
Well,
not.
you get a kitten.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
a kitten, and
Okay,
maybe it'll
Scott.
outlive you.
Scott he has pet insurance too, and
We
it
did
still was
too.
so much money, even
Yeah,
with
but
pet
it's a good,
insurance.
it's a, you need it. You need it. Um,
Yeah. Oh,
but
definitely. We need
anyhow,
it. No, who would
yeah.
take over if right now a cat would probably outlive us, and maybe even the dog would outlive me. So,
Not
unless I have longevity,
necessarily.
yeah, not necessarily because mom is going to be
She's
90.
92. She'll be
She's going to
93
be
next month.
93, November the
I
10th.
know. Right. Yeah, I mean,
I
gosh,
know.
Hank
It's
surgery
crazy.
was,
Mhm.
yeah.
Look at
Well,
Scott. I know.
I
And
see that. That's something
you know
else.
what? But here's like Scott said, you were a little different. Your doggy, your doggy was passing away. Your doggy, and
Well, yeah,
when he had his, like when it happened to him suddenly, it was a suddenly thing. There was no
well,
come out of it.
he'd had a few seizures,
Right.
and we took him to the vet, and he's even spent like 3 nights there, with
Yes.
them.
Right.
And he didn't have one. And then we brought him home and he seized again. And
Right.
so, and then unfortunately, in the middle of the night, he started seizing, and it was like
Correct.
New
And there
Year's
was
Eve. It
he
was
was
New Year's Eve. Huh?
there was no he was
He
passing
was
in.
gone. Yeah. Oh, he
What
was,
I'm saying is, but Scott, and the same thing with any pet owner, when your animal suddenly suddenly get sick, but they're going to recoup, or if you have a chronic condition and you're paying out money. But when the vet says, I need to do this and that, and your animal should be fine, right? Like you said, right there.
You have to make a choice. I mean,
yeah, but you're going to normally going to do what the vet says,
mhm.
and
Oh,
and
yeah.
nowadays vets charge not quite like doctors, but getting up there.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on what's going on with your
It's like
animal. And
$60 to take an office visit, for a cat to go in, and that's just to get in the door. And cameraman and I just cannot pay $60 or $100 just for the office visit. We can't do that anymore. So
well,
we love our
yeah.
animals. So
But we love our animals. But we have grand dogs, tons of them, lots of
I have a
doggies.
grand cat right now.
You got your green cat with you, and you can get your doggy loving. All you got to do is go to Glenda's or Miss K's, or even my youngest. They all have dogs, so I get plenty of dog loving when I need that. When I've had that little, you know.
Right. I'm reading what Scott said and what Carrie and Grace and Fire. Yep, we saved his life. And see, that's at that moment. The vet says, if we do this procedure right now, it will save their life. And so, okay, so that's different, Ann, than what you did. Your doggy was in the process of passing away. So, and there was no saving
him.
No,
He just started seizing.
You have an owner whose dog maybe swallows a ball, a big ball, and it's stuck in there. You can't leave it in there. You got to open it up, right?
Yeah, they're probably not gonna pass it,
But like he said, yep, we saved his life. They charge double for him to stay in the hospital than they would a human. Yes, yeah. Yeah, and Carrie,
you don't want to have to make those choices. And then we have the freedom. We don't have to worry about, getting taking the dog to the boarding. So we've done that, but I don't know. So I don't know.
Oh, Becky, my dogs can fly for the first time, 9/7. Wow.
Oh, you're going to get on a plane and take your doggy. That's exciting.
Oh, wow.
Yep. They can just go underneath your seat in a carrier if they're that small. I think that's what you do, right?
Right. And Grace and Fire right now has a dog that has a copper storage disease, and it's going to be an ongoing. I mean, it's going to be held at bay. Let's put it that way. But
yeah.
It's just like if you're allergic, say, to penicillin, you just as long as you don't do penicillin, you're fine, right?
Okay.
But with doggy, as long as there's no copper in the diet, good to go.
Which we found out they put in dog food for some reason. Why do they put copper in dog food?
Must think it's good for them. It's
like a mineral, but
is it a mineral? I'm not sure.
But anyhow, we're next week. So you can talk about that next week. How's that?
Yes. And I don't know if you're all going to go out. Well, obviously some are flying. And I at the library yesterday, I said, do you do anything for Labor Day? She says, yeah, we go to one of their kids' homes for a picnic, and it's about the same distance, and nice. It's about the same. It's 3 hours away, like my son.
Oh, how nice!
But they're going up there, and they're going to have a good time with their family. So there are a lot of Alfalfa is a service dog.
Cool.
Oh, Becky, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Oh, Alfalfa. Oh. Well, you either see me next Wednesday with a haircut. I don't know, Ann. if I can let my hair grow or not. Don't know yet.
It has been wonderful having you here today.
Yes, it has.
We had Conquest Josh. We had Let's Roll Becky Benton. Scott with Rambling with the Brums. Linda Grayson Fire. Angel
Conquest
Webster.
Mama.
Whoop, whoop.
Conquest Mama.
Conquest Mama. Terry Leonard. And you.
And you. And you. And you. And you.
And you.
Oh, you know what? When I was growing up, and but you're a little bit younger than I am by a lot, I had a show called Romper Room.
Oh, I had Romper Room.
And she had a mirror with no mirror in it.
Yeah.
And no
I can
glasses.
see you.
She go, and I see you, and I see you,
You.
I see you. So you know what?
We see you.
We see you
And we'll see you next week right here
with
Lynn,
myself,
Galenda,
Grayson Fire,
and Scott. If you've have you met Scott? If you're new and you've not met Scott,
You
you're
need
going
to
to
be
get
right
to
here.
see him and meet him next week. Oh, maybe by next week, Scott. Are you going to run? Let's see. Nope, wrong person. I
Okay.
don't know. Right person, wrong person.
Oh, we love you too. We are his adopted mama and adopted aunt. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Thank you. Carrie, that means a lot. Thank you. Yes, God bless everyone. We love you. Have a blessed.
Stay safe. Stay safe. If you're experiencing
day.
the hurricane or over
Hey,
God bless
a
you.
big shout out to all that have to work Labor Day. Our police, our
Yes.
people, our nurses, our doctors, our restaurant people that keep us fed on Labor Day. Everyone
Yes.
has to work wherever you are. You have a safe and blessed, and we appreciate that you are working on Labor Day.
Labor Day. And if you're traveling, you just ask the Lord to put traveling mercies around you. Keep you
That's
safe
right.
in Jesus' name. Gonna have a safe trip. Be here next week for an all new, brand new live. You ready? The official Ann Lynn show. Ready? 1,
Yeah.
2,
Three times.
Mwah,
Mm.
mwah,
One more.
mwah. Bye. See you next time.